I brought lunch to surprise my wife at work. Takeout from Osteria, her favorite Italian place downtown. Pasta she had mentioned twice that week. I had driven 20 minutes across the city because I wanted to do something small and kind on a Tuesday afternoon. My name is Gerald. My wife Lauren was the CEO of Meridian Technologies, a $200 million tech company she had built from a struggling startup in 8 years. I was proud of her. Genuinely, completely proud. I walked up to the security desk and told the guard I was there to see my wife. He smiled politely. Of course, sir. What is your name? Gerald Hartman, Lauren's husband. The guard paused. Then he laughed. Not unkindly. More like I had said something that confused him. Sir, he said, I see her husband here every day. In fact, he pointed toward the glass lobby doors. There he is right now. A man in a charcoal Tom Ford suit was walking through the lobby. Early 40s, confident stride, expensive watch catching the afternoon light. Mr. Sterling, the guard called out. Your wife is still in her 3 o'clock. Should be done in about 20 minutes. The man nodded and headed toward the elevator bank. His security badge read, Frank Sterling. My heart did something strange. Not racing, just stopping and starting, like an engine misfiring. I looked at the takeout. I had been married to Lauren since 1996. We met when we were both 23. Me, fresh out of my accounting degree, her finishing her MBA at Northwestern. She was brilliant and ambitious, and the kind of woman who made 5-year plans and actually followed through on every one. I was the steady one, the practical one, the man who managed our finances, kept the house running, made sure the bills were paid and the retirement accounts were funded. Lauren always said I was her foundation, that she could take risks in her career because she knew I would keep everything stable at home. She had climbed fast. Director at 30, VP at 35, CEO of Meridian Technologies at 43. I had supported every late night, every business trip, every weekend she spent reviewing financials instead of having dinner with me. Because that is what you do when you love someone. I had met Frank Sterling exactly once, at a company holiday party 2 years earlier. Lauren had introduced him as one of her rising stars. I had made small talk with the other spouses while they spent the evening talking shop. I had thought nothing of it. Why would I? I trusted my wife. That evening, after the lobby, Lauren texted me at 6:47 p.m. Working late again. Don't wait up. Love you. I stared at those 2 words for a long time. Love you. Then I typed back. Okay, there is lasagna in the fridge. 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. You are the best. See you late tonight. I put my phone face down on the coffee shop table and tried to breathe. That night, I waited until Lauren was asleep. She always slept deeply. Years of running on adrenaline had trained her to shut down completely when she finally stopped moving. I went to her study. Opened her laptop. I knew her password. Our wedding date. 061596. I had known it for years. She had never changed it. Her calendar was open. The appointments looked normal at first. Meetings, board calls, conferences. But then I started seeing patterns. Dinner with F. 7 p.m. at Il Posto. Il Posto was a romantic Italian restaurant. Candlelit tables. Live piano. Not a place you took your VP for a business discussion. Weekend retreat. Grand Geneva Resort. Lauren had told me it was a women's leadership conference. 1 room, 2 people. Corporate card. The pattern went back nearly 3 years. Frank Sterling's name on every single entry. The next morning, I called in sick to work. First time in 6 years. After Lauren left, kissing my forehead, telling me to feel better, I searched his study. Every drawer, every cabinet, every box. In the back of her jewelry drawer, hidden under a tangle of costume necklaces, I found a key. Silver. standard apartment key. A keychain tag attached. Harborview Apartments. Unit 214. I drove there. Space 214 in the parking garage had a black Mercedes GLE in it. Frank Sterling's car. The key fit the apartment door. Inside was a fully furnished home. Fresh flowers on the coffee table. The air smelled like Lauren's perfume. Chanel No. 5. The expensive one she only wore for special occasions. Photos on the mantle. Lauren and Frank. At a beach. At a restaurant. On a hiking trail. In every single photo, Lauren was not wearing her wedding ring.
As a senior accountant with 22 years of experience, I knew how to find financial irregularities. Our joint account should have had over $300,000 in savings over 3 years. It had $47,000. $250,000 were gone. Harborview Apartments, $3,200 a month for 3 years, $115,000. Furniture, travel, dining, all funded from our joint account. My money, our money. While I had been eating leftovers and driving a 10-year-old Honda Civic, she had been playing house with Frank Sterling, using the money I had earned. Then I looked at Meridian's corporate filings. Lauren had been quietly restructuring the company without board approval, moving resources into Frank's department, positioning him for a promotion to COO, making financial decisions that benefited her personal relationship rather than the shareholders. That was corporate misconduct, possibly fraud. I called Richard Morrison, chairman of the board, retired hedge fund manager, sharp as a tack. He was at my door in 2 hours. I walked him through everything: the apartment, the photos, the divorce documents, the corporate restructuring. His expression darkened with every page. I handed him a USB drive with everything organized, 3 years of documentation. That evening, Frank Sterling was terminated, effective immediately. Lauren was placed on administrative probation pending a full investigation. A forensic accountant was brought in to audit everything. Lauren came home to find me making dinner. "You called Richard Morrison," she said. Her voice was shaking. "My own husband is trying to destroy my career." I kept stirring the vegetables. "I shared information the board should have had. That is all. You went through my personal files. Your personal files in our shared apartment. Your personal life funded by our joint account." She grabbed my arm. "What do you want? Money? The house?" I turned to face her for the first time. "I do not want anything from you, Lauren. You set this in motion 3 years ago. I am just refusing to be the fool while you execute your plan." I filed for divorce the following Monday. Jennifer Kowalski, family law attorney, 23 years experience, looked at my evidence and said, "This is one of the clearest cases of financial infidelity I have ever seen. You are going to do very well." I told her I did not care about doing well. I just wanted out. Lauren was forced to resign in March. No severance, no golden parachute, just gone. Frank filed a wrongful termination lawsuit against Meridian. It was dismissed. Turns out having an affair with your CEO and benefiting from unauthorized corporate restructuring is a fireable offense. Last I heard, they broke up 3 months after everything collapsed. He blamed her for ruining his career. She blamed him for not being worth the sacrifice. Neither of them took any responsibility for their own choices. I sold the house, bought a condo in Lakeview. Smaller, simpler. Mine. 3 years later, I'm sitting by the window on a Saturday morning drinking coffee. My girlfriend, Amy, someone who knows my whole history and chose me anyway, just texted asking about brunch. I smile and text back, "Perfect, see you there." Some betrayals do not get forgiveness. Some apologies come too late to matter. And sometimes the best response to someone who helped destroy your life is just silence, and then eventually something better. 28 years. I was her foundation, and when she decided to move to a different building, she did not tell me. She just started quietly removing the bricks. If this story stayed with you, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. The truth always finds its moment. Always.